welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making something that is very quick, very easy, and very, very chocolatey, which is triple chocolate cookies. As always, you can find the measurements down in the description box below, as well as up in the corner here, so you can follow along as we go. And if you'd like to print out the recipe as well and the measurements, you find that at my website, buonabakes.com, as well as other recipes that are just as great. So with that, let's start on the ingredients that you'll be needing today. First off is butter, brown sugar, granulated sugar, 2 eggs, dark cocoa powder, also known as Dutch process cocoa powder. This is not the same as regular unsweetened cocoa powder. Flour, of course. Cornstarch, which kind of comes out of left field because I've never made cookies with cornstarch in them before, but we'll see how it goes. Baking soda. Salt. White chocolate chips, and milk chocolate chips. These are bags that I just have left over from other bakes. I can already tell you right now, it's not the exact measurements that it should be, but that's all right. We're just gonna work with what we got. So let's begin. First off, we're gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and get a large mixing bowl. Here is our large bowl, and we're gonna start off with the butter and sugars, and we're gonna cream those together. So I like to save on dishes, and that's why you'll see in most of my videos, I'll use like whatever is the most common measurement cup or whatever, just because, yeah, I don't wanna do as many dishes. And again, always level your ingredients so that they're flat. Half a cup of granulated sugar, and then 1 cup of brown sugar. So that's half and 1 cup. And then we're gonna take 1 cup of cold butter this time. And usually it's softened or melted, but it's gonna be cold. And we're gonna cube it up so that it's easier to mix, because when you're mixing cold butter with stuff, having it be like one giant stick is not a fun time. So we're gonna cube it up, put it in here, and then mix it all together with a hand mixer. Okay, we've got our butter cubed up. And then just gonna give this a quick mix for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's light and fluffy. All right, once that's all mixed together, we're gonna add in our eggs, which again is 2 eggs. And 2. And again, mix this all together so it's nice and combined. Now that that's combined, we're gonna be adding in our dry ingredients. And that is 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. That's 1 cup, 2.5. 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. I'm using half a teaspoon because I'm going to be using half a teaspoon elsewhere. 3/4 teaspoons of baking soda. 1, 2, and 3. So half a teaspoon of salt. We learned fractions. 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1/2. And then we're gonna fold it in, actually. We're not gonna be using the mixer. Get my handy dandy spatula and fold in the dry ingredients. I'm assuming this is going to be a pretty thick dough with just kind of how it's coming together right now. You know what? I'm an idiot. I didn't even put the cocoa powder in here. Sorry, most important part, geez, is a half a cup of cocoa powder. That's like the whole point. That's one of the chocolates in the triple chocolate. My goodness. All right. You know, I did this last time I made chocolate cookies. I, again, forgot the cocoa powder until the last minute. And I think it made a difference in that cookie batch. But it shouldn't make a difference in this since I was still mixing it. Which that cookie, the other chocolate cookie recipe, I did not add to my website, and I did not make, well, I recorded everything, but I didn't upload it because the cookies weren't that great in my opinion. They were very like gritty tasting, and I don't know if it's because I forgot the cocoa powder and put it in at kind of the wrong time, if you will. But let me know if you'd like to maybe try it. It was a peanut butter, oat, and chocolate cookie, no bake. So if you're interested in that cookie, you know, and maybe you just want to try it, I can post it, but I won't be posting it on my website because I personally I didn't really like them. But if you want to give it a try, let me know in the comments below, and I'll post the video so that you can try it. This is like very thick. I almost want to get my hands in there because I don't know that this is gonna incorporate much more with the spatula and the folding. I'm an impatient person, so. Oh, and it's so sticky. I might regret this. I might, but hopefully not. Utensils are annoying. Use your best utensils, aka your hands. Sometimes that's all you need to get the job done. All right, next we're gonna be adding in our chocolate chips, which I'm just gonna use what I have. So we're just gonna dump the whole thing in. With milk chocolate and the white chocolate. The measurements are, if you care about them, are 1 11-ounce bag of white chocolate chips and 1 cup of milk chocolate chips. All right, we're gonna mix these in as best as you can. This is a thick ass dough, so it's gonna be needing some elbow grease to get it all in there, but do your best. All right, so it is nice and combined with all the chocolate chips. And I'm just gonna put this aside and get out our cookie tray. Now I'm using a different one, if you notice. This is a light colored one, and there's a reason for that. So because we're working with chocolate cookies, it's gonna be hard to tell when they're done because it's already a dark dough. And so when you use a light colored baking sheet or pan, it doesn't brown as quickly, it doesn't cook as quickly, and so it's easier to kind of watch it and monitor it as it bakes. So if you have a light colored one, I highly suggest you using it. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. I would just then babysit the cookies in the oven just to make sure that they don't get too brown too quickly. It's really just gonna be the bottom of the cookies that are gonna brown. That being said, let's line this with some parchment paper. I'm gonna be using my medium-sized cookie scoop. And I'm gonna space them out probably like 1.5 to 2 inches apart. Let me know if you can help out my brain and remind me what the word is when you have like two trays of this that you do, but there's a word for it. Oh my God, my brain is not working today. I literally cannot think of the word to save my life. Do you know the word?
What?
I'm trying to think of the word that's like, if I'm gonna do 2 of these, like, no, like multiple batches. That's the word. I know. It's like I can't think of it to save my life right now. Like if I had like, you know, something to my head, I could not tell you. Oh my God. See, that's why you get paid the big bucks. You got big brain. So this is gonna be my first batch. Thanks, hubby. So I'm gonna put this in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes. And again, keep a close eye on it just to make sure that they don't cook too quickly and don't brown on the bottoms too quickly. And here is how they should look. They are beyond delicious. I honestly could not get enough of them. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up by hitting that like button. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and follow Bona Bakes on Instagram and TikTok. And see you in the next one. Bye.